It surprises me every time when I make a video and I have a different opinion than the normal fans of Dragon Ball games. And when I say fans of Dragon Ball games, I mean fans of specifically Dragon Ball games. We can have a disagreement, but we're not talking about a disagreement here. You are fundamentally, damn, I can't even speak. You are fundamentally not even getting what I'm talking about in my video. And it happens every video that I have some type of disagreeing opinion on something, especially when it comes to a new game. It used to happen all the time in Xenoverse 2 DLCs. This happens in multiple videos across YouTube. I'm gonna use the Homeboy 6 World. What a Chad. He's got a whole series out on how crazy you guys act just because he doesn't agree with what you agree with. It's sad because these are the people that blame us for being the toxic fandom, because we say, hey man, this doesn't look good and it needs to be fixed. Hopefully it'll open some people's eyes up. I'm not trying to point nobody out, but you commented on my page, so you're free reign for me to talk about. In my last video, I talked about a bug that was brought up in, or no, it wasn't brought up, it was found out in the demo. It wasn't an actual demo because they didn't let nobody play it unless you went to the event. And that's ass. That's 100% ass. That sucks, but we're gonna get past that, okay? Now, I know that as soon as I bring this guy, these two dudes' names up, they're gonna be like, oh, well, what's wrong with bringing it up? It's trash. It's trash. You can get all these stupid bugs out now by letting everybody play a demo for 2 days, months ago, but you didn't do that. You waited till a month ago, and then you said, okay, if you come to the event, you can sit down and play it. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's how much confidence they have. Let me break that confidence, okay? I need you to watch a video that is very new. Within the last week was made by the homie CG Videos. Shoutouts to CG Videos. Again, shout out to 6 World because you guys give me the receipts I need. This game is an old game. This game has been out for almost 7 years. Like literally within another month, it's going to be 7 years. And there's still problems with this game that haven't been fixed from the start because they add characters and they don't fix the issues. As you can see, that's laggier than a sumbit. They could have fixed it. They could have been made that right, but they haven't, and they won't. That is my scary issue with that bug, is that it's going to be something they will never fix, because people like Mr. The Cheater here, this is the type of stuff that he enjoys. Let's read his comment on the video, the last video I posted, where I was talking about the bug. He said, they likely did test beam clashes between Ultimates when making the Fusions trailer. Maybe a later code change caused this. Maybe. I'm not saying that you're wrong there. And no, testing every ult against every ult is not how software game development works. There are probably more breaking bugs that have been found because the devs, can't even type right, the devs tested the rest of the game instead of repeating the same test a few thousand times. Guess for yourself. If we assume 100 characters have beam ults, that would be 100 times 100, which equals 10,000 tests just for that one type of ult. Yeah, I did the math. I did the math before I said it. I did the math before I proposed it. Let's see where you're going with this. Do that with every ult, every other game mechanic, and every combination between those, and you have a number of tests you can't even pronounce. No, I don't. It's numbers. I can pronounce numbers. Maybe you can't pronounce them, but I can. I mean, they could do that. Well, why not? But then Sparking Zero would release the day the sun stops burning. Here's the kicker. Why are Dragon Ball fans like this? Always like this. You see, I get lumped into this big category like I'm hating on the game. No, I just want the game to be good. And I'm sorry, But I'm not going to buy a truck and then drive it to my house and then the alternator goes out. Or the freaking radiator is leaking because you didn't do enough testing on it. You think that they don't test vehicles when they give it to you? You don't think they test computers when you buy them? Oh, well, they don't test that much. That would take too long. So basically what you're telling me is you want a product just to get sold. You don't want it to be as good as it could possibly be. Oh, well, that would take years. Years? The game's been in development for over 6 years, over half of a decade. You telling me they didn't have time? That's dumb. That's dumb. That is dumb thinking. Why would you settle for a McChicken when you ordered a McDouble? Why would you settle for a McDouble when you ordered a double quarter pounder? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the game is going to be ass. I'm just saying they need to fix all of this stuff. There's certain things that if you're going to promote beam clashes, you should have worked out every kink before you even put it in demo. Bottom line. And then what I explained to him in my next comment, I just don't want the same mistakes that happened in Xenoverse 2 to happen in Sparking Zero. His first comment is, Zacian, let's not change this topic. You demanded them multiple times to do unreasonable testing. I mean, if it's not gonna work, then why are you selling it? If it's not gonna work online, why are you selling it to me? Like, what are we talking about here? Listen, I don't have time for children that don't work a job and that don't know the difference between hard work and just putting something out there just so people can have it. Zacian, I've never seen such an overreaction about a single bug in a demo. It will probably get fixed until release like the other bugs. Their testing process is guaranteed to be much more efficient than yours unless you want a beam struggle simulator. If it's so superior to mine, then why is Xenoverse 2 not working properly? Why are there bugs on every new character that they put in the game? If my way of doing it is improper, why are there so many bugs and errors in that? Oh, I must not know what I'm talking about. I mean, I ain't been playing the game for almost 7 damn years. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go to commenter number 2. And I'm not picking on these guys. I'm just trying to get y'all to realize that what I'm asking for is not unreasonable. They've had plenty of time to work these kinks out. Yeah, it's a demo, but I shouldn't have to wait to the demo to get dumb shit figured out. Why don't you have somebody on your crew that plays Dragon Ball games religiously? Get 5 damn people to do nothing but fight each other and do the most cheesy crap possible. You would find everything out within a week. 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which is 40 hours a week. You would find it out within 40 hours of gameplay. But I'm the dumb one here? One person isn't testing everything. And if they are, that's a dumb way to test. What are we talking about, dude? Number 2. Guy number 2. Rowdy on Patrol. His comment to the last video was, so you're milking and overreacting about a bug that, one, could easily be fixed before the time it comes out from a demo gameplay. Granted, again, I said, why are we putting demo gameplays out where you can only go play it at a con when you know that the people going to play it at the con are either the top tier streamers, which aren't good at the game, or just randoms off the street that bought a ticket? I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Why don't you make it for everybody so you can find out more bugs if that's the way you want to do it? But that's not the way they did it. 2, thinking this game will end up like Xenoverse, where there's entirely different teams and they might have even already. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm adding even. 2, thinking this game will end up like Xenoverse, where there's entirely different teams and they might have already fixed it. Not to mention they have been listening to inputs by fans. To be fair, we don't really know that. At best, they've heard our cries from Xenoverse 2 for the last 6 years. And I'm sorry, but that should have been in Xenoverse 2. 3, asking them to do impossible testing, which could take years. Here we go again. Bro, it's not impossible. Hire 5 people. It'll be found. All your bugs will be found. 5 people that will do nothing but that are good at the game. And when I say, oh, well, how would you know if they're good at the game if they've never played it? Simple. You get guys that were good at Xenoverse 2, guys that were good at fighters, guys that want to put in the time and effort, and you pay them for 8 hours a day. That's 40 hours a week. Within a month, you would have everything solved, 100% solved. Do you know how long it takes for them to go through every little bug, every little quirk? Unless you do game design and testing, you don't know the length to find errors and finding stuff like that in code, and fixing it doesn't happen over a course of a few days or a month. Plus, with all the characters, it'd take 10 times longer. They'd have to recode things, then test, then recode, then test. I'm not selling the product. They are selling the product. Which means that the only reason that they get away with half-assing their testing is because y'all let them get away with it. Oh, well, it's so hard to code. I'm sorry, but it's not harder to code something than it is to put together a damn vehicle. It's not harder than that. They don't even use tools. They sit behind a computer like I'm doing right now. I'm a plumber. I know about hard work. And what they do is just time consuming. It's monotonous. It's not hard work. Hard as in physical? No. Maybe mental. But that's your job. If I put in a sewer line, or I put in a water service at a house, or repipe a house for a water, or go and fix somebody's leaky sink that's leaking, and it still leaks, or it still causes the same problems, who's the one at fault here? Me, or the customer asking for me to fix their problem? Me. I'm the one at fault. We have been asking for a damn Dragon Ball game that is worth our time for more than half of a decade. They came out with Xeno 2 within a year of Xeno 1. That should show you where they are in pleasing the customer. That's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with how hard it is. I get it, it's not easy, but neither is playing guitar. Neither is making YouTube videos when you work a full-time job. Neither is making YouTube videos and streaming when that is your full-time job. It's not easy. But does that mean that it shouldn't be done right? That's all I'm bringing to your attention. I'm a huge fan of DBZ2. I get it. I hated Xenoverse entirely. There's your problem. The best game they ever made, the most sold game ever made, you don't even like. And that's the big issue. I'm done with reading this. I read it earlier, and it was not worth my time. Because I want a game that is going to keep me interested for the next 2 to 3 years. They left me with Xenoverse 2 for 6 years and 11 months. That's 7 years. I just want this game to be good. And I don't want the stupid crap that happens in Xenoverse to this day to happen now. That's all I'm saying. So, take what you want with it. If you don't agree with me, that is 100% okay. I'm just telling you, you don't know what goes into making a game. Oh, let me rephrase. You don't know what goes into making a game prosperous. And it's not half-assing it until it's time for DLC to come out and then half-ass a update. Those are half-ass updates. They didn't fix anything online. If anything, they made it worse. Oh, you don't know what it takes. I don't care what it takes. I bought their product, then that means they need to freaking give me what I paid for. And that's a working online video game. That's a working online video game. Get off your high horse, because if you talk like this, either you work for them or you don't work a job. Because you don't know. You don't know the difference in between hard work and monotonous work. And what they do is monotonous. It's not that damn hard. If I hurt your feelings, I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not, because I don't care. This is the truth. And I'll see y'all in the next video.